to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
And now Anderson Cooper, talk to the people.
We have never seen really, other than, well, I don't think we've ever seen anything like this from a president of the United States. And I think, as Jake said, it's sad and it is truly pathetic. And of course it is dangerous, and of course it will go to courts. But you'll notice the president did not have any evidence presented at all. Nothing. No real, actual evidence of any kind of fraud. He talked about people putting up papers in windows. He talked about things that he'd seen on the internet. That is the president of the United States. That is the most powerful person in the world. And we see him like an obese turtle on his back, flailing in the hot sun, realizing his time is over. But he just hasn't accepted it, and he wants to take everybody down with him, including this country.
That is the most eloquent way you can say.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And so true. I felt the exact same way. He looked so pathetic. It's weird to be a borderline dictator, evil person, but also come off as pathetic. Like, I could say a lot of things about Hitler, you know, but he didn't strike you as pathetic. This is now the guy who's like, not only is he evil, but he's also like, no one likes me.
Losers.
They don't want me to win. They think I'm a loser.
Now, Rosenberg, Shawnee, I tried to describe earlier to Shawnee Culture Trump walking off that stage last night after he did his lies and really had no shred of evidence to support anything he was saying.
It looked crazy.
Yo, his head, he was dejected. I keep using that word because
his shoulders were so down.
He was slumped and his head was down. Yo, literally, so you know when they have the White House press briefings and stuff like that, when they get off the stage, there's like a little podium right there when they step down. Yeah. Or a little pole, like a little, column. Mm-hmm. His hand, you know, like when somebody's having, like they're kind of like swinging sadly down, his hand grazed past the pole, like really? as he swung off the podium, and his head was down. And he was like
when a kid walks past the monkey bars and like just.
Yo, he had the energy. Man. He had the energy of a kid who was given a bike for Christmas, but then his parents found out he got bad grades and they took away the bike.
Losers.
He had to walk past the bike and just touch it.
Yeah, he kind of touched the handlebars. he hit the pedal and watched the pedal spin.
Yeah, and he was like, I guess I won't be riding you again, bike.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's right. And I'm sure his people, I mean, he was reading off of a script yesterday, so they obviously were like, hey, we don't want you to talk. And he was like, I have to talk. Mm-hmm. And they're like, all right, well, if you're going to talk, you're not going to be able to just ramble tomorrow. And he was like, no, trust me. And they're like, no, you're going to read this. This is what we'll let you say. Because this was terrible and pathetic, but it was still clearly toned down. Because he didn't use his normal, he wasn't inciting yet. He'll get there. I'm sure he'll get to inciting violence full on. I'm sure he'll get there. But they're still holding out hope. So they forced him to try to be reserved. And what he ended up being was just this sad little man who seemed so defeated.
Wow.
Losers.
And here's NBC cutting off his...
Is this MSNBC you wanted?
Yeah, I think they did on CNBC and MSNBC.
Yeah, they did it on both. Shepard Smith went off.
This is them cutting off his presser.
Now tens of millions of unsolicited ballots without any verification measures whatsoever.
Well, we're interrupting this because what the President of the United States is saying, in large part, is absolutely untrue. He began, and we're not going to allow it to keep going because it's not true. He began with there were legal votes, and if they only count the legal votes, I easily win. If they count the illegal votes, they're trying to steal the election. There is not a scintilla of evidence that this is true. None. There's only words here. No truth.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I'm actually going to give the congratulations you played yourself to NBC for cutting it off.
Wow.
Tell me why.
In my opinion. I don't think that's their job. They did that on both their channels as a decision. Clearly they made of we were going to do this. And they talked about it all night. It was something to like make an impact. Like we're gonna cut off the president, not show it. Yo, him lying is scary. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's also unprecedented. and we're living through the history right now, and you're a news outlet, to cut away from the dude doing it and just have your regular talking heads talking that you've been doing all day. So MSNBC had talking heads going all day.
Right.
Now the president is in the White House talking, flailing, fighting, looking insane. And you're just going to keep having your talking heads rambling instead of showing this? You can put up a thing where you're going to list the lies. Break it down when it's done. But to me, it was being overly political, was deciding, no, we're not even going to show it. And I understand why they did it, but to me, it's you get the congratulations because you're falling into the trap of being the overtly anti-Trump machine he says you are.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Ironically, it was Ari who was on TV instead of the president.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I think there's and I don't really give a damn, but I think the catalyst for that decision, I think what I hear with a lot of people right now is that this is the most sacred piece of American election process, the counting of votes. And what I saw NBC do, or CNBC and MSNBC do, was say, we're not going to participate in allowing this dude to try to dismantle the most sacred piece without any evidence.
And I hear them, but guess what? They can't
and by the way,
control that it's happening.
Well, no, they can't.
He's still doing it. You're
they
just not
can
showing
control.
it.
They can control it on their airwaves.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Now you're no longer being media and covering the news. You're dictating what the news is.
Right, and it feeds to
It's
his narrative
happening.
that the news is fake.
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. What I'm saying is there are individuals who at this point, when there is no shred of evidence to support just blatant, crazy lies, no matter what your job is, there are individuals saying there's no evidence here. This is legitimately fake.
That's all
what
you have
you're
to do.
saying.
But all you have to do is say that the second it
But
ends.
he did. Shepard Smith went on to run his quotes.
But you cut it before it happened. Like it's.
Say
listen,
it after.
Say it after. There's going to be a time when he gets up there and it legitimately is for the safety of the nation to not show it. Like in 3 weeks.
Maybe they felt like that was now while people are standing outside and showing up. People showed up with AK-47s to vote counting places yesterday in Arizona. Maybe they felt like it was now.
And I'll say this. Do you think those people showing up to the vote counting places were watching the news on MSNBC?
Well, no, but I'm just saying,
weren't.
maybe they. I mean, look, I hear what you're saying,
and I hear yours too. I
I'm
just
just
didn't
providing
like
the other side.
Yeah,
where
and
it's
I get
like,
it.
yo, nah, we not participating. I do that on Hot 97 all the time.
Yeah, it's sort of different.
We're clearly biased.
Yeah, we're openly biased. We're biased.
So is MSNBC, by the way.
Well,
Are
guess
they?
what?
What? MSNBC?
Right,
Rachel
yeah.
Maddow?
No, they are openly biased.
Congratulations, you played
Just a
yourself.
thought.